what if the most powerful English lesson you ever had happened while you were completely unconscious?
Think about that. You're lying there, eyes closed. The world is quiet, and your brain is still working, still listening, still learning.
We spend 1/3 of our lives asleep, and most of us think that time is empty.
But it is not empty at all.
Not even close. Your brain during sleep is one of the most active, most powerful processing machines in the known universe.
And tonight, we are going to show you how to use it.
To learn English without effort, without stress, without forcing yourself to memorize anything.
Oh yeah, and I know right now our friend watching this is probably thinking, this sounds too good to be true.
Right, we get that. We really do. But stay with us, because what we are about to share is backed by neuroscience, and it changed everything for us.
So let's start with the brain. And what is actually happening up there when we sleep?
Okay, so most people think sleep is just rest, darkness, nothingness.
Like pressing pause.
Exactly. But that is completely wrong. When you fall asleep, your brain enters what scientists call memory consolidation mode.
Memory consolidation.
It takes everything you experienced during the day, every word you heard, every feeling you had, and it starts filing it, connecting it, strengthening it.
Like a librarian who only works at midnight.
Yes, exactly that. And here's the part that changes everything.
Tell them.
The subconscious mind never sleeps. It is always running, always open, always listening, even when you are in the deepest possible sleep.
Your subconscious is there, like a door that never closes.
And that door is what we're walking through tonight.
Now, I want to talk to the person watching this for a second, because I know you. Maybe you've been studying English for months, or even years, and you still feel stuck. You go to bed at night frustrated, feeling like the words just will not stay in your head.
I know you are feeling this right now. That quiet exhaustion, that small voice that says, maybe I'm just not good enough for this.
But the truth is, the problem was never your intelligence. The problem was the timing. You were trying to force learning into the wrong hours.
Stressed hours, distracted hours, overcrowded hours.
When the most powerful classroom in the universe was waiting for you inside your own mind.
Every single night.
So, let us begin. Let us walk through this together, step by step, technique by technique.
And the first one is so simple, it almost feels like you're doing nothing.
Oh yeah, it's almost unfair.
5 sentences before bed. That's it. Every night before your head touches the pillow, you say 5 English sentences out loud.
Not study, not memorize, just say them.
I am getting better every day. English is becoming natural to me. I understand more than I did yesterday. Simple sentences, true sentences.
And what happens is that those 5 sentences become the last conscious input your brain receives.
And your subconscious spends the entire night wrapping itself around them.
That's technique number 1, and it costs you 30 seconds.
30 seconds before sleep and hours of subconscious processing.
Now, technique number 2, and this one is a little magical.
Dreaming in English.
Yes. Have you ever had a dream in a language that was not your first language?
That moment when you wake up and think, wait, was I just speaking English in that dream?
That is not an accident. That is a sign that your subconscious is beginning to adopt the language as its own.
And you can actually encourage this. Right before sleep, you visualize a simple scene, a cafe, a conversation, a walk in a park, all in English.
You are not memorizing grammar. You are planting a seed in the most fertile soil that exists.
Your sleeping mind.
Exactly. And connected to this is technique number 3, the morning's first thought.
Oh, this is powerful.
The first 60 seconds after you wake up, your brain is still half in that subconscious world.
Scientists call it the hypnopompic state, and in that state, whatever you feed your mind goes deep, really deep.
So instead of reaching for your phone, instead of scrolling, you say one English word, one sentence, one thought.
Today is going to be a good day. I am ready. My English is growing.
That is it. 60 seconds, and your whole brain starts the day anchored in English.
Now, technique number 4, background immersion. And this one runs all day long.
All day.
You simply put English on in the background, a podcast, a documentary, a film you've seen before.
You are not sitting down to study it. You are not taking notes. It's just there, in the air around you.
And your subconscious is absorbing every pattern, every rhythm, every natural phrase.
Like a child. Children do not study their mother tongue. They are just surrounded by it.
Right, and that's exactly how the brain wants to learn, through immersion, through saturation.
Not through pressure.
Never through pressure. Okay, technique number 5, subconscious anchors, and this is where it gets really interesting.
Tell them about anchors.
An anchor in psychology is when you link a feeling to a word or a sound. So every time you hear that word, you feel that feeling.
And we can use this for English. You pick a word, let us say the word confident, and every time you say it, you sit up a little straighter, you breathe a little deeper, you feel it.
Your brain starts connecting that English word to that physical feeling of confidence.
And suddenly, the word is not just a word anymore. It's an experience.
That's learning on a completely different level.
Okay, technique 6, and I love this one. Brain lullabies.
Oh, yeah.
You record your own voice, just you, speaking simple English sentences, slowly, calmly, and you play it back to yourself as you fall asleep.
Your own voice, because your subconscious trusts your own voice more than any teacher, any app, any YouTube video.
It knows that voice. It feels safe with that voice.
And as you drift off, your subconscious is hearing you say, I speak English naturally. I understand English deeply. English feels like home to me.
And it believes you.
It truly does.
Technique 7. Nature sounds with English layered underneath.
So you find recordings, rain sounds, ocean waves, forest ambiance, with very soft English words or phrases playing underneath.
Almost inaudible, almost invisible.
Your conscious mind hears the rain, relaxes, lets go.
And your subconscious hears the English, absorbs it, stores it.
Without any resistance at all, because there is nothing to resist. You are not even trying.
And that is the key, is it not? The moment you stop trying to force it,
the brain opens up.
Completely. Okay, technique 8. Positive affirmations. And I know, some people hear affirmations and they think,
Yeah, not for me.
Right, but this is different. These are not just motivational phrases. These are neurological reprogramming tools.
When you repeat a phrase enough times in a calm, relaxed state, your brain begins to build new neural pathways around that phrase.
I am a natural English speaker. Words come to me easily. I think in English.
These are not lies, these are instructions. You are literally giving your brain a new blueprint.
And the best time to deliver those instructions?
Is right before sleep, when the subconscious is most open.
Exactly. Now, technique 9 is connected. Confidence mantras, and these are shorter, sharper.
One word or two. I am fluent. I belong. I am ready.
Said with feeling. Said with that anchor we talked about. Said until the body believes them before the mind does.
And take a breath with us right now, because this next technique, technique 10, this one moved me when I first understood it.
Reliving past wins.
Yes, you close your eyes and you travel back to a moment when your English worked, when you understood something, when someone understood you, when you felt, even for 1 second, like you could do this.
Maybe it was one sentence. Maybe it was one word you used correctly. It does not matter how small.
Your brain cannot tell the difference between a memory and a present reality when the feeling is strong enough.
So you relive that win. You feel it again. You let it grow.
And your subconscious files it as, this is who I am. This is what I do. This is natural for me.
Oh, that is so powerful.
Right. And technique 11 takes that even further. Future visualization.
So instead of looking back, you look forward. You see yourself 6 months from now, 1 year from now.
Speaking freely, laughing in English, understanding a joke, having a real conversation without pausing to translate.
You do not just think about it, you feel it. What does that version of you feel like?
Lighter, freer, confident.
And every night before sleep, you visit that version of yourself. You spend 5 minutes there.
And your subconscious starts building the road to get you there, automatically, while you sleep.
This is not wishful thinking. This is directed neuroplasticity.
The science is real. The results are real.
Okay, technique 12, breathing patterns. And this one is the gateway to everything else.
Because you cannot access the subconscious properly when your nervous system is activated, when you are stressed, when you are anxious.
You have to get calm first. And the fastest way to get calm?
Is through your breath.
4 counts in, hold for 4, out for 8. 3 times.
And suddenly, the door opens, the mind quiets, and everything we are talking about tonight becomes twice as powerful.
Use the breath as your entrance every single night.
Now, technique 13, smile and word association.
Okay, tell them.
You pick an English word, any word. Let's say the word beautiful. And every time you say it, you smile, genuinely, even if you have to force it at first.
Because the brain is wired to associate positive emotions with repeated actions.
So after a while, the word beautiful triggers a smile. And that smile triggers a memory. And that memory triggers warmth. And suddenly,
The word is alive.
it is not just ink on a page. It is a living, breathing part of your experience.
That word will never leave you.
Never. Okay, technique 14, the mental diary.
So before sleep, instead of writing in a journal, you simply think through your day, in English, in your mind.
No pen, no paper, no pressure. Just your thoughts, narrating the day in English.
Today, I woke up and felt tired. I had a coffee. I spoke to someone I care about.
Simple sentences, real sentences, your sentences.
And you are practicing without practicing. You are building without effort.
And your subconscious is watching every word, filing it, approving it, making it yours.
Technique 15, and this one is one of my personal favorites.
The imaginary English friend.
Yes, you create a character in your mind, someone who only speaks English, someone patient, someone kind, someone who always has time for you.
And you talk to them in your head before sleep or while walking or doing dishes.
Hey, how was your day? I was thinking about what you said yesterday. Can you explain that to me again?
Your brain does not know the conversation is not real. The neurons still fire. The language still gets practiced.
And there is no judgment, no embarrassment, no fear of making mistakes. Just conversation, free and natural.
Technique 19, audio storytelling. And this one works while you drift off.
You find a story, an audiobook, a bedtime story in English, something calm, something gentle, and you let it play as you fall asleep.
You're not trying to understand every word. You're not pausing and replaying. You just let it wash over you.
And your subconscious catches the rhythm, the flow, the patterns of how English actually sounds.
Like music. You do not analyze music to love it. You just listen.
Right. And this brings us perfectly to technique 18, word color coding.
Okay, explain this one because it's fascinating.
So during the day, when you encounter an English word, you assign it a color in your mind, not on paper.
in your imagination.
Like angry might feel red to you, calm might feel blue.
And dream might feel gold.
And those visual associations create extra anchors in your memory, multiple pathways to the same word.
So when you need to retrieve it, you don't just search for the word, you search for the feeling, the color, the sensation.
And it comes back faster, cleaner, more naturally.
The brain loves color. The brain loves pictures. We have to give it what it loves.
Technique 18, voice mimicry.
Oh yeah, this is a classic, but we're going to do it differently.
You pick someone whose English you love, a speaker, an actor, a podcast host, anyone.
And you don't just repeat their words, you become them. You take on their posture, their tone, their rhythm.
In your room, alone, with no one watching, you're not copying, you are downloading. You are letting your body learn what your mind hasn't caught up to yet.
And then, right before sleep, you replay that voice in your head, that rhythm, that confidence.
And your subconscious marinates in it all night.
Technique 19, conversations in silence. And this one is about stillness.
You sit quietly, no phone, no music, and you have a full conversation, in English, entirely in your mind.
Both sides of the conversation. Question and answer, back and forth.
How are you? I am well, thank you. A little tired, but grateful. What made you happy today? The way the light looked in the morning.
Your brain is building full conversational circuits in complete silence.
No one can see it, no one can hear it, but it is happening.
And the more you do it, the more natural real conversations become, because you have already had them 1,000 times in the quiet.
Technique 20, music and grammar patterns.
This is a beautiful one.
You find English songs with clear, correct, natural grammar, and you do not study the lyrics, you just sing them.
In the shower, on a walk, before bed.
Because music bypasses the analytical brain completely. It goes straight to the emotional center.
And grammar that is sung is grammar that is felt, not memorized.
I will always love you. Don't stop believing. We are the champions.
You are not thinking about future tense or negative contractions. You are just feeling the language.
And your subconscious locks it in forever.
Forever. Okay, technique 22, learning through fatigue.
Wait, learning when you're tired? Tell them why.
Because when you're exhausted, your analytical, critical, judgmental conscious mind gets quiet.
And the subconscious gets louder.
So that moment right before sleep, when you're almost gone, that's actually one of the most receptive learning states you can be in.
Your resistance is gone. Your perfectionism is gone. Your fear of making mistakes is gone.
And whatever English you expose yourself to in that state goes in deep, really deep.
So do not waste those last 10 minutes on social media. Use them.
5 sentences, a gentle audio, a visualization, anything.
That window is precious.
Technique 22, spiritual prayers.
And this one we say with the deepest respect, because for many of the people watching this, prayer is sacred.
And language is sacred too.
If you pray, if that's part of your life, try adding one line in English, one sentence to whatever language your heart already speaks in.
Because prayer is the most emotionally charged, most sincere communication a person can offer.
And emotion is the fastest highway to memory, to retention, to permanence.
One sincere English sentence in prayer carries more weight than 100 sentences on a flashcard.
Your subconscious hears the sincerity, and it holds on to it. Technique 24, fear-killing phrases.
Oh, this one is important.
Because the biggest barrier to learning English is not vocabulary, it's not grammar, it's fear. Fear of sounding wrong, fear of being laughed at, fear of not being enough.
And we have to kill that fear, methodically, deliberately.
Every night, you say phrases that directly target the fear. My mistakes make me stronger. Every time I try, I grow. I do not need to be perfect. I just need to be present.
Say them slowly. Say them like you mean them. Say them in the quiet, right before sleep.
And your subconscious will spend all night dismantling the fear, brick by brick.
And every morning, you will wake up a little lighter, a little braver, a little more ready.
Until one day, you realize the fear is just gone.
And you did not even notice it leave.
That is the most beautiful kind of progress, is it not?
The kind that happens quietly, in the dark, while you rest.
While you trust the process.
And that brings us to the 25th technique, the final one, and in many ways, the most important.
The final sleep command.
Right before you close your eyes for the last time each night, you give your sleeping brain one clear, direct instruction.
Not 5 sentences, not an affirmation, one command.
Tonight, while I sleep, my brain will absorb English naturally and deeply.
That's it. One sentence, said with total belief, said with your whole self.
Because the subconscious responds to direct commands. It is waiting for direction. It wants to be useful.
And when you give it a clear mission before sleep, it works on that mission all night long.
While you dream, while you rest, while you are completely unaware.
Your brain is working for you.
Always working for you.
Now, let us bring this all together, because our friend watching this, they have just received 25 tools, 25 real, science-backed, deeply human techniques.
And I want to say something to them directly. Take a breath with us right now.
Really, just breathe.
You are not behind. You have never been behind. You were just waiting for the right invitation.
And this is it.
The invitation to learn differently, to trust your mind, to stop fighting yourself.
You do not have to be perfect. You do not have to be fast. You do not have to understand every word tonight.
You just have to begin tonight, with 5 sentences, with one breath, with one moment of believing that your brain is already on your side.
Because it is.
It always has been.
The subconscious doesn't doubt you. It doesn't judge you. It doesn't give up on you.
It just waits, quietly, patiently, for you to give it something to work with.
So tonight, give it something beautiful.
Give it 5 sentences. Give it a visualization. Give it a dream.
Give it permission to learn while you rest.
And then let go.
Close your eyes. Trust the process. Trust your brain.
And know that even in the silence, even in the dark, even in the deepest part of your sleep,
You are growing. You are learning. You are becoming.
every single night,
Without effort.
without fear.
Just you and your incredible, unstoppable, beautifully wired human brain.
Good night, friend.
And good morning to the version of you who wakes up one step closer.
We'll see you there.
We'll see you there.